Defunding the police emboldens criminals and puts law-abiding citizens at risk. What's going on, everybody? This is Rob Smith, and look, I am sick and tired of this leftist movement to defund the police. I am so sick that has become a rallying cry. I am so sick of the way that these people treat law enforcement, which, by the way, protects all of us, regardless of skin color, regardless of any of that other stuff, and make sure that we're all safe. And what these people don't realize, what these coastal elites that talk about defunding the police from their ivory towers and their columns in mainstream media and their gated communities in Washington, D.C., what these people do not realize when they talk openly about defunding the police and when they push that defunding the police talking point is that it's not them that is going to be hurt. Because let's keep it real. The politicians that are talking about defunding the police already have armed security. They already live in gated communities. Some of the protesters that are talking about defunding the police, these are wealthy, privileged, gated community people, okay, that are not going to have to deal with any of the stuff that is going to rain down on the rest of our heads when they start actually pushing forth legislation and slashing budgets that is going to have them defund the police. And what these people don't realize as well is that when you talk about defunding the police, when you encourage open hatred of police officers, when you slash the budgets to the police officers in these communities, the people that are hurt the most are lower income people. The people that are hurt the most are people that live in these cities. The people that are hurt the most are these African American people that live in these neighborhoods that these quote unquote freedom fighters that are protesting to defund the police are allegedly fighting for. But they are not fighting for the rights of lower income people. They are not fighting for the rights of African Americans. They are not fighting for the rights of people that live in cities. When they make these moves to defund the police, what they are doing is they are making their lives more dangerous. Have you seen any of these videos that are coming out of New York City right now? Have you seen any of these videos that are coming out of Chicago? Have you seen any of the video that is coming out of these cities where all of these protests have taken hold and this movement to defund the police have actually started? These videos are terrifying, these videos are mortifying, and by the way, these videos are what's coming to each and every city that votes to defund the police. So the next time you hear some leftists talking about defunding the police because they think that is going to somehow help black people or help people that live in the cities, why don't you take a look at some of the crime statistics of these cities and think about the criminals that are going to be emboldened when they realize that there are going to be less police officers on the streets. We need to think about this movement to defund the police. We really need to think about it. We really need to clamp it down. And we really need to realize that it is lower income people that are hurt the most. It is African American people that are hurt the most. It is people in cities that are hurt the most by this movement to defund the police that is started and pushed by these coastal elites that live in gated communities, and most of the time with the politicians that have armed security. So when we talk about defunding the police, who's really going to be hurting? Lower income people, African Americans, people who can't provide private security.